We have been traveling the rich fertile lands of Kenya, far and wide, across the highlands and lowlands of this beautiful country, talking to farmers wherever we go.
We want to give them the help and knowledge they need to improve their farming methods,
increase their income, and turn around their farms into good business for the future.
Join us and our experts on this journey and share their families' experiences as they make the changes.
Karibu to Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Do you remember George's farm in Deya?
Oh, that farm had so many problems. It took us extra time to be able to tackle all of them.
Exactly. So why don't we get even more good experts?
Oh, that's a good idea, so that his Shamba can be truly shaped up.
George and Lucy's Shamba lies in the shadow of Ngong Hills. They've worked long and hard on their 4.5-acre farm, but they told us they were in desperate need of some expert advice. But they've had so many problems, we decided to return and see if we could help them some more.
We've already sorted out their maize growing and storage, their cattle fodder, and introduce them to cheap solar power. But there's still much more to do. First up, George's chickens. They not only produce eggs, but can also be sold for meat. And the cocks are sold to other farmers wanting to breed more chickens. All good extra income for the family.
They have a large flock, but they're not in good shape. They don't look healthy. The sheds are dilapidated. And the chicks even live in the kitchen, which Lucy doesn't like.
So, we called in Thomas Kaudia, an expert poultry consultant, to give George some much-needed advice. Thomas first looks at the hen house, where the hens are laying their eggs.
Oh, okay, George, looking at your chicken, I think you have a problem with this chicken. Well, when I look at this shed, George, I see that the shed is not constructed as it should be. I also don't see the proper equipment inside there. I see important things like patches missing. I don't see proper drinkers. I don't see the nest boxes. I also don't see any wood shavings on the floor.
So there's a lot missing.
Actually, there's a lot missing. And if you look at where the chicken are laying eggs, it is contaminated. The chicken have access to it. And therefore, I think that the eggs that you get from here don't even hatch properly.
What is good about his chicken coop? Because everything seems to be wrong.
Well, the chicken coop has a good roof. That it may not
that's
be
the only
leaking.
thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing that I see that is so good about the chicken. I don't see a curtain on the windows that can prevent rain from going inside, and also strong winds.
What am I supposed to do to improve this?
You need to remove the bicycle, which I've seen inside there, because it's just taking space. You also need to put wood shavings on the floor and make sure that the wood shaving is 6 inches thick.
What is the importance of the wood shavings?
Well, the wood shavings would make the temperature inside not change so much. The wood shavings also would make the fecal material dry faster. You don't have to sweep a chicken house every day.
Thomas, what can George do to prevent cross-contamination?
At the entrance, have food dipping facility where you put disinfectant solution. Each time you are going inside, then you step in this disinfectant solution.
Okay.
You also have a hand washing system, which also got disinfectant in it. And also when you get inside, you now put on your working dust coat, which must always stay inside. George, I see you have chicken wire on the window. That is good, but this is too big. You need very small, the chicken wire with very small openings that does not allow wild birds to come in. George, make sure that you buy the right drinkers and the right feeders. And each time A feeder and a drinker should be raised to the back level of the chicken.
So, Thomas, if George built his chicken coop following all your specification, are you telling us that... Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Thomas, you're telling us that if George builds another chicken coop following your specification, his productivity is going to go up, that is the eggs and the meat consumption,
Definitely.
and he's going to be a rich man.
Exactly. If he makes those renovations that I'm talking about, egg production will go up, fertility will go up, and I see that he will triple his current production.
Yeah, the chicken seems excited to hear that.
Oh, exactly. They're saying yes, that
They're
is
saying
possible.
Yes, they're saying yes.
Exactly.
Okay. So now I think there's something else I think you need to see. We have a rooster coop up there.
Oh, you have a rooster coop?
Oh, yeah.
In
There's
addition to this other coop?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see
And
it. Let's see.
I think that will be worse than this one, but what do I know?
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
The rooster coop is nearby where the cocks are kept until sold. They should be healthy and disease-free. What do you think?
Oh, they're not good at all. I see, George, you have the same problems that I've seen there in the other coop. The patches are not proper. They are not smooth. The knots are too sharp. They're hurting the chicken. I've seen a chicken inside there with swollen feet, full of pus. That is not good at all, and that is because of those kind of patches that you have there. And also, George, I can see clearly that there are some chicken inside there that are sick. And since it was raining, George, you can see that the floor is wet, so you need to put new iron sheets on the roof. And like we did on the other shed, can you also put curtains here, sisal curtains? And this chicken will do very well.
Now, Thomas, you have seen the chicken coop and the rooster's coop, but you haven't seen anything yet.
What?
No. Oh, no. Just come with me.
Okay.
We go take a look at Lucy's kitchen where the chicks are kept for safety and warmth, much to Lucy's displeasure. So what do you think, Thomas?
What I've seen there is terrible. You can't have chicken in the kitchen. You have to move those chicken for safety and for production purposes. We need to clean that place and sanitize. Spray it with one of the best disinfectants that we can get, like TH4 or Omnicide. So we just have to move them. And also something I'd like to add. When you stay with chicken very close, there are some predators like snakes that when they hear their chicks around, they will be coming. And you can imagine meeting a cobra here that is also coming to look for chicks. So it's always good to keep them away from human beings as much as possible.
You'll be keeping snakes and chickens. So you'll have a snake park. So you need to be careful about that.
To construct a simple 20-foot long and 10-foot wide chicken shed from scratch to Thomas' recommendations would cost quite a lot. Of course, this would come in much cheaper if you made over an old shed using materials found on the Shamba, and would only cost the labor and some extra nails.
When the chicks are banished from Lucy's kitchen, they will go to a separate pen where broody hens can hatch their eggs in peace and the chicks can grow. Make sure it is built away from the other chicken sheds though, in order to keep the broody hens separate. So, renovate the sheds, control infection, get those chicks out of the kitchen, says Thomas. You better get cracking. And while that's going on, let's take a look at another of George's problems, his potato crop.
George's potatoes are not looking good. So we invited Gerard Wakiru, a top soil scientist from Lackland, to drop by. It seems there's a lot more that can be done to increase George's potato yield.
What is wrong with these potatoes of mine, from the observation?
One which is conspicuous is the spacing, row to row. It should be 75 centimeters. To me, it looks wider. And then when it comes to plant, you can see some plants are very close to each other, others are far apart. The other problem that I have noticed is that some plants are wilting. I pray God that it is not bacterial wilt, because if it is bacterial wilt, you'll be in big problems.
Okay.
How many bags do you get per acre?
Oh, well, I do get about 20 bags per acre.
Is that good or bad?
That is neither good nor very bad,
Why?
because at least we can get more bags using the new technologies. We can even get 100 bags per acre.
And from what you've described and from what George has told you, what do you think are the main or normal problems that people go through when growing potatoes?
The problems that farmers have is when it comes to land preparation, they don't prepare land properly.
How do I prepare?
I'm talking about the soil depth, the hole that you use.
How deep?
If it is shallow, then you are getting a shallow depth. But when it is a bit deep,
About how many inches?
say about 9 inches. And then the spacing, seed to seed, it has to be 25 to 30 centimeters. From row to row has to be 75 centimeters. The best seed to plant is one which is egg size and one which has 3, 4, or 5 sprouts, as you can see here. This one, when they're up, we call them tillers. It will have more potatoes. It will produce more potatoes. And then with the new technology, after burying the fertilizer, you apply products like one we call Eco-T, which takes care of diseases, Vitazine, which is a growth hormone, and it will help in root development, and one which will assist with a nutrient we call phosphorus for root germination.
And how much rainfall does it require?
Potatoes do well in areas with high rainfall, areas like Olkalau, Kinangop.
Okay, that means you are saying that within the growing season, the rain has to be...
The rain, yeah, it has to be high. Yeah,
high.
yeah.
Okay.
And one of the problems that we have experienced is the bacterial wilt. So that is why we don't allow farmers to cut seeds. That's why we recommend farmers to plant seeds of this size.
Okay.
Usually when I say egg size, we recommend this one.
I will not cut.
You will not cut.
I'm happy to have an expert with me
Good.
who will assist me to go to the other level.
Let's follow Gerard's recommendations on how to plant potatoes with the new technology to get the best results. First, prepare the land. Then mark a row with twine and make a furrow. Measure 75 centimeters or 2.5 steps from the first row with a stick and make another furrow. Apply manure in the furrows. Then mix 1 kilogram of DAP with 5 grams of black magic and sprinkle the mixture into the furrows. This will make the potatoes grow well. Place the potato seeds or tubers with the sprouts up and to the depth of twice the size of the seed, 30 centimeters or 1 step apart along the furrow. Mix a cocktail of Vitazine, Eco-T, and Black Magic with 10 liters of water and using a pump, drench the tubers. Then cover. Plant in this way as recommended by Gerard and you'll be surprised and pleased with the results.
When the plants are 6 centimeters high or the length of your pointing finger, earth them up and keep earthing them up as the plant grows bigger. The ridges provide space for the tuber's expansion and maintains water for extra growth. And how much would it cost you to plant 1/8 of an acre using these new methods? Well, you can use your own potato seed from the Shamba if they are free from diseases, but better to buy from the local research stations such as Curry or their recommended suppliers. You will need about 50 kilograms of fertilizer to start with and then top dress with another 50 kilograms.
This basic outlay, plus applying other recommended practices like proper disease control, could double your yield easily. So George, I hope you have benefited a lot from the experts.
Yeah.
And I hope that next time I come in here, I'll see so many pickups and so many lorries and, a huge, huge building under construction, right?
Okay.
Yes.
That's great.
You be rich, George. Very rich.
We've been on our feet all day solving George's problems, and now it's time for a bit of a sit down.
Naomi, seeing all those chickens have given me quite an appetite.
Stop it. We're here to help George, not think about food.
Anyway, soon George problems will be all over.
Thanks to Shamba Shepherd.
Coming up, will the chicken sheds be built in time before Thomas comes back to inspect?
And can Lucy believe her eyes? We are revisiting George and Lucy's 4.5-acre Shamba in Deya, and with the help of our experts, many of George's farming problems are being solved.
We've advised them on their indigenous chickens and shown them how their potato crop could be bigger and better. The sheds are being made over according to poultry consultant Thomas' instructions, and the chicks will soon be banished from Lucy's kitchen into the new brooding and hatching pen, a healthier and better production practice. What a relief.
The newly created space first has to be cleaned, then disinfected, so it's ready for us to try and make Lucy's dreams of an improved kitchen come true. Lucy, why didn't you like the chickens in the kitchen? I went on to ask her what she would like us to do in her kitchen if she had a choice. We'll see what we can do.
While Lucy's been chatting about her new kitchen, things are running behind with the chicken sheds.
But improvements in Lucy's kitchen are going full steam ahead. Take these Kisasa Jikos being constructed by Joseph of the Youth Initiative. They are particularly economical on the use of firewood and a huge improvement on Lucy's old Jiko. Check your local supplier for Jikos like this. They're cheap and easy to install. In Lucy's kitchen, bricks are being used to place them at a good height for cooking, but you can also use clay. You will use a third less wood than the old Jikos or having a fire on the floor, and will make much less smoke, which is good for your health. Such an improvement. Lucy should love them.
The day is growing to a close, and the last finishing touches are being made to George's new chicken sheds.
We've renovated the hen house where the hens are laying their eggs. Rebuilt the rooster coop where the cocks are growing in comfort and are nearly ready for sale.
And constructed a magnificent hatching and brooding pen where the hens that are brooding can be moved to have their chicks in peace, and where the chicks can grow well in a healthy place. Will Thomas approve of all the changes? Will they be of a high enough standard?
The roof is new iron sheets. This is very good, and even the space between the wall and the roof is good. It's covered well so that predators don't come in. The floor wood shavings are put in place, except as I can see underneath the nest boxes, they need to put more wood shavings there so that it's not bare floor. I see the dust coat is there in place, and there is a hut. Let's go and see the rooster shed and see how it has been done. There is a hand washing liquid in here. That's all right. I see that the curtain has been fixed and the chicken wire is fixed nicely on the window. But there's still a space here between the roof and the wall that they need to put the chicken wire so that we don't have predators coming in again. Oh, a lot has been done in this rooster shed. They just need to improve on the perches, on the roosts. It should be portable. So when they do that, this is a very good shed. I'd like to see the breeding and the brooding shed. So let's go there and see. This is a very important unit because the farmer will be able to make a lot of money. This is wonderful.
While Thomas is giving the thumbs up to George's new chicken sheds, Lucy's kitchen is also near completion. But there's just one more lesson for George to learn: how to keep his chickens healthy.
The sheds might be near perfect, but it is crucial for the chickens to be disease-free to make it all worthwhile. Before he leaves the Shamba, Thomas takes time to show George how to prevent poultry disease and to maintain a healthy flock.
I have here an antibiotic. Guys, I've seen some of your chicken are not very healthy, so we will administer antibiotics to them for 5 days.
Use antibiotics with care. Don't automatically dose your chickens. When in doubt, call a vet.
Pour it in. Just pour everything in. We only have 2 drinkers, and that is enough for this chicken. Okay, and now I want you to close it the way I've shown you. Okay. Make sure that you don't pour out the solution. Fit it into place. Turn it until it makes that noise. That's very good. Then let it hang. So this is the chicken. I want to show you how you can control ectoparasites using this is called doo-doo dust, Savine doo-doo dust. It will control these 5 types of parasites which are indicated here. And then spray this under the wings. Under the wings.
Remember, you must always wear protective clothing anytime you use chemicals.
Repeat this treatment every week until you don't see any parasites on the chicken. And you will have chicken that are safe, healthy and safe for human consumption.
Okay. The sheds are completed, the birds dusted and disease-free. Everything Thomas advised has been done. Well done, Team Shamba.
Shamba.
So let's work out the cost for maintaining a healthy flock of 100 indigenous chickens.
First, estimate the cost of a simple made-over shed.
Then add this to the cost of the supplementary feed over the period until the chickens are sold.
Now add the cost of disinfectant, antibiotics, dusting, and inoculations. These are the costs of production.
Estimate to increase production by at least half as much again. Then subtract the production costs and you should make a good profit in the first year. In fact, quite a little nest egg.
Riko rĩakwa karĩthaka rĩrĩ atĩa gati gwakwa gũkũ ndoka gũkũ angati gwakwa we nĩ gwakwa gũkũ gũkũ ti gwakwa
What do you think?
Ndathondekerwo wega ona gũkũ ndiona tarĩ gwakwa rĩu ona ndogo nĩ ciagĩthira rĩu gũkũ rĩu ndirĩkoragwo na ndoo.
And then you don't even have to use a lot of firewood. 3 pieces of firewood, you can cook again with both of Jikos.
Okay.
How do you like the shells?
Nĩ kwaga rĩu kũrĩa nĩ kwa indo.
Yeah.
Nginya ndakĩruga tũcabaci haha ngakĩiga kũrĩa.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nĩ hathaka ta kĩara rĩu ndĩrĩigagĩra indo haha, tũkombe hau ũguo, na tũthaburia hau ũguo. Nĩ hathaka haha.
And look, you have 2 windows. Now it won't be any smoky again, right? Come on, see. Lucy, is this your wish come true?
Gũkũ nĩguo ndĩrendaga nginya ndĩraiga gĩthondekwo. Na ndirica rĩu gũtirĩ ndogo gũkũ. Thank you.
With all our tasks complete on George's Shamba, it's time to take our leave.
That was quite a stretch.
But we made it in the end.
Oh, George and his family are so pleased with the expert advice.
Thanks to
Shamba
Shepherd. Wow, what a shape up. Now, if you need a reminder of all the information and expert advice that we saw on this farm, please contact us.
Send us a text at 5606 using the words below, and then we send you a free leaflet that we've made just for you.